Hey guys, I am sorry that we are a couple of minutes late starting tonight. Yeah, you can thank one of your fellow bidders for that. We had another wonderful eBay bidder tonight who decided to buy a whole bunch of items and then send a cancellation request for all of them. So yeah, that's always lots of fun when we have nice irresponsible bidders to deal with. Yay. But really what happened, of course, is then I had to go in and try to deal with everyone, trying to get second chance offers out and see how many of the teams I could get resold, in addition to the normal stuff that we do to get ready for a break. Speaking of, that's why you're still just looking at that screen instead of the spreadsheet, because I am trying to finish up a couple of the last minute things here that normally would be done before I start, but tonight not quite, again thanks to your fellow irresponsible bidder who, not that you guys are irresponsible, you guys aren't. You paid for your stuff and I appreciate that. I'm talking about the person who bought a bunch of teams and then paid for none of them. But I think I've just about got us where we need to be here. Just give me one more second and I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. And I do have one more thing to do. I had one person that I still don't know if they wanted a second chance offer or not on one of these teams. So let me just jump into messages really quickly and see if that person did, in fact, decide they wanted that team or not. So we'll find that out here in a second. And no, I don't see an answer. So if somebody does want, I believe it is the Texans in Majestic. Of course, Majestic, we're talking about a few minutes away from now. But that is one of the teams that the guy didn't pay for, that I don't have a second chance offer in on either. Let me think what the other one was. It is the 49ers in 2013 Limited. And then, what was the other one? Did I just say? The Texans in Majestic. Those are the two that are still outstanding, that nobody, the underbidder didn't request a second chance offer in regard to those teams. So they're sitting there open if anyone is interested in them. It looks like the Texans in Majestic sold originally for $21.50, and the 49ers in 2013 Limited originally sold for $5.50. So those are the two that are kind of sitting there. The rest of you who did agree to take second chance offers, you should already have your second chance offers waiting for you there in your inbox. If you haven't seen it already, you should see it pretty soon. And all right, so here we go. Now I think we're ready to rock and roll. So thank you for your patience. I'm sorry about that. You guys that break with me often, you know I like to start on time and have everything ready, but sometimes, you know, I can juggle when somebody doesn't pay for one or two teams, but one bidder knocking out 7 teams across 3 different breaks, that's a little tough. All right, so a couple of things to go over here before we get started. And first and foremost there, thank you to everyone who is participating, especially those of you who did actually pay, as well as those of you who accepted the second chance offers to help bail me out from our bidder who decided not to pay for anything. Secondly, my feedback on eBay is completely automated. So what that means to you is you never ever have to wait on me, at least for that, right? So as soon as you enter positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. Next up, we're going to take a scroll through here and look at the things that are already listed on eBay. These are the breaks that are ending over the next 5 days. New stuff goes up pretty much every night, and it does usually run for 5 days. So tomorrow night, we'll do some prime signatures from 2011, and we'll do a 12-box case of 2018 Diamond Kings baseball. Wednesday, we've got 3 new products coming out. We're going to break all 3 of them by the case. That is Tier 1 Baseball, Dominion Basketball, which is a nice high-end series. If you haven't checked it out, look at the sales sheets on that. It looks to be really nice. and then a case of 2018 Classics football. Thursday, we've got some autograph memorabilia, more Tier 1, more Classics. Friday, some more autograph memorabilia, more Tier 1, more Dominion, and Leaf Ultimate Draft football comes out on Friday. We're going to break that by the full case. Everything in that's hits. As many of you know, there's no base cards. It's all on-card autographs, and we should have, I believe, 60 hits in that case. So that's going to be a monster. Then on Saturday, more autographed memorabilia of various kinds. And the Gold Rush Series 2 autographed mini football helmets. Those come out on Friday as well. And you can see we're breaking one on Friday and again on Saturday. And then we will do some more Prime Signatures football, some more Leaf Ultimate Draft, and some more Classics football. So we're going to be busy going into the holiday weekend. We're going to have lots of fun stuff to do. So the first the first 2 breaks tonight are free shipping. That's the Timeless Treasures break and the 3-peat box. Right now, I have them projected to ship out on Saturday. You know, the free shipping stuff goes out on a different schedule, usually every 6-7 days after the auction ends. I'm going to try to get that out to you sooner. I'm trying to work ahead this week because I know we'll have no mail next Monday for the holiday. But for now, plan on Saturday. Our paid shipping breaks tonight. That is 2013 Limited and the 2018 Majestic. I'm projecting out as Thursday. Once again, if I can get it out faster than that, I will. And the other thing you need to know from this page is consolation cards. If your team is not pulled in a break, you are still entitled to a consolation card or cards. That's typically going to ship with your next package. The difference is with Limited and Majestic, if you pull it out of those, because those are paid shipping breaks, it'll go out at the same time the rest of the break does. If it comes from Timeless Treasures or the 3-peat box, typically we'll go with your next package. If you want it sent sooner by itself, hit me up in messages, let me know, we'll take care of it. Now, we're looking at our first spreadsheet here. This is 2012-13 and one box of 2013-14 Timeless Treasures basketball. This is break number 18. Everything ended tonight, the 21st of May. We're live streaming it tonight, the 21st of May. You see there are some holes in there, right? Okay, well, here's the deal with that. Normally, I would go back and try to figure out either were those teams unsold or did eBay just not send me an end of transaction notice or whatever. Tonight, of course, you know, I didn't have time. You know why, our friendly bidder that didn't pay. So all of those holes that you see in there, if you are one of the people who has one of those teams, not to worry. I will find you and I will get anything to you that you pull. I just didn't want to hold up the start of the break any longer to go try to figure out if those were unsold or what was going on with them. So that's the deal there, guys. And last but not least, I am going to set the focus manually. It is going to cause the background there to go out of focus, but it should not affect our ability to see the cards. Now, finally, I can sit down and see chat, and I see Bobby is online and in chat. Hi, Bobby. So is Stang Lover and Aaron. And Bobby says he'll take the 49ers in the 13 limited break, so cool. We'll get that rolling in a minute. And the Texans in Majestic, I'll look that up again in a second. Bobby, I don't remember what it was. I know I said it a minute ago, but I've already forgotten. But I will pull it up and we'll look at it before we get to that break, so not to worry. In 2012 Timeless Treasures, there's this pack of Kobe Anthology cards. This is a bonus pack that Panini put in every single 2012-13 basketball product. It is usually all base, and that is what it is again tonight. When it is all base, nothing happens with it. If it had been a hit, we would use random.org to award that amongst everybody who's participating in the break. Honestly, I've only pulled it as a hit one time out of all the 2012-13 stuff that we've opened. It's usually just the base cards, and there are so many of them. They're not even worth the postage to ship them, to be honest with you. So that's why I just keep them in a pile, and they end up getting donated once or twice a year on that sort of stuff. And if you're not familiar with how that works, all of that info is at the bottom of the listing description. It tells you how we handle bonus packs, how we handle teams that have moved and renamed and relocated and all that. All right, so now we have sleeves out. We're ready to actually get rolling here. So first up, we have an insert for the Heat. That is the Timeless Teams insert. And then we have a Chris Anderson numbered card to 299, also for the Heat. And our first hit, we're looking at the 13-14 box right now, is Ryan Kelly for the Lakers. And that, of course, is a little swatch from a jersey, and that is his rookie card for what that's worth. And this box is kind of just for the Miami Heat, right? Because here's another one, and that is Justin Hamilton's autograph. And the Heat are kind of cleaning up in this box anyway. And then we have something coming out here for the Cavaliers, and look at that. They didn't insert it very well. You can see the top of the signature from the back because they didn't match it up quite right from the front. There with a piece of paper behind it, you can tell a little bit more about what the signature looks like. That is Anthony Bennett. So he has signed the little clear plastic insert, which they've put into the card there. And of course, you've got a piece of the jersey, which almost blends in because it's the same color. Now we're looking at the 12-13 Timeless Treasures, and we have Meta World Peace, also known as Ron Artest for the Lakers. Next out, what is up with my sleeves tonight, is Ray Allen, as the Heat continue to pull cards from here. Then we have for the T-Wolves, a little Brandon Roy, followed by Andre Miller for the Nuggets. I guess I better get my white sheet of paper back, but this is about to make somebody happy. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Look who we have, kids. Yes, indeed. That is Mr. Kawhi Leonard's rookie card. Right on. And Kawhi is numbered to 499, which was pretty common back at the time these cards came out. But that is a nice little hit. So yeah, I know that Kawhi was a rookie actually in 11-12, but remember that was the year of the lockout. So that's why we have the dual rookie class in all of our 12-13 products. We have the 11-12 rookies and the 12-13 rookies in there. That's what makes it so much fun. Malcolm Lee for the Timberwolves, also numbered to 499. And then last out is Eric Bledsoe for the Clippers to 199. Kind of forgot that Eric Bledsoe was originally with the Clippers. Yeah, funny. Time flies, right? So to recap our Timeless Treasures, we have Anthony Bennett for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And was that numbered? I guess it was not. And then Justin Hamilton for the Heat. For the Lakers, Ryan Kelly. For the Clippers, Eric Bledsoe. And then Malcolm Lee for the T-Wolves. And our beautiful little Kawhi Leonard rookie auto for the Spurs. We've had really good luck out of the last couple of breaks with this. We pulled an Anthony Davis autographed rookie out of the last Timeless Treasures, I think it was. And then we pulled Kawhi tonight. So we're kind of rocking with our Timeless Treasures these days. Let me get our spreadsheet back up and we'll take a look at our three-peat box coming up next. So if you happen to miss this earlier, once again, the three-peat box is a free shipping box, or free shipping break, rather. I anticipate it to ship out roughly Saturday. I'm trying to get everything out as quickly as I can this week since there's no mail service next Monday for the holiday. And once again, consolation cards, if you do not pull something in this break, typically would be sent with your next hit. I can send it separate upon request. You just let me know. So this is a 2018 Hit Parade 3-peat Series 1 basketball box, break number 2. Ended tonight, May the 21st, and we're live streaming it tonight, Monday the 21st, and it has been a Monday, right? All day. It's just, everything's been just like a little bit off all day long, I think. And this one, you see, I got all my end of transaction notices from eBay. So I didn't have to go chase anything down or leave any blank spots on that one. Fortunately. Alrighty. We're going to find in here, of course, a signed jersey, a signed basketball, and a signed photograph. So there's loads of stuff in here. And it's super loud and noisy to get everything out of it. I'm so sorry. I know that's a big pain in the rear when it's all noisy like that. You know what? Let's start out with our picture because, hey, look who it is. Yeah, that's nice. Can you? It's hard. It's a big picture, so it's hard for me to get the whole thing in the frame. That is JSA certified, the Greek Freak, baby, for the Milwaukee Bucks, hitting with a little Giannis. So nice hit there for the Bucks with our photograph. Then Jeremy Lin. Cool. Our jersey's going to be Jeremy Lin. There's a Dave and Adams COA that will match our DA certification sticker on there. There's another, looks like it says Steiner Sports. So there's a second certification below the DA that's from Steiner. There's your autograph, and I think this is custom. I don't see any NBA logos or anything. So custom Rockets jersey for Jeremy Lin is our second item out. So the Rockets and the Bucks have hit up to this point. And getting that back in there. Our basketball, our autographed basketball is the third item in here. It comes in this carrying case, and I don't know who that is. There's a sticker in the edge of that carrying, it's not a carrying case, it's actually a carrying bag that tells me who the player is, but you know what, I don't know who the team is, so I'm going to have to look it up here in a second. Oh, and I hit the camera with the basketball. Nice job, huh? Told you it's been a Monday. So there we go. There's the signature. Our COA is also from Steiner Sports. For some reason, the basketball is like making the camera blow out with washing everything out. There's the sticker, the authentication sticker that matches up with that card. The player on there is Randy Foye, F-O-Y-E. I got to look up the team, guys. I know I should probably know that, but I don't. And I'm putting the basketball back in the box. Sorry. I know. Again, that's loud. Okay, so let me look up Foye here real quickly. And we'll find out what team that goes to. Hopefully here in a hot second. And of course, stuff like that, once again, it's going to go to, well, let's see. Why does it come up? It's typically going to go to their current team. Obviously, if they're a retired player or something like that, then it goes to the team they've played for the longest. If they have a dual length of service, somebody with a tie number of years, then we use random.org. All right, so Randy Foye played 1, 2, 3 years with the Timberwolves, 1 year with the Wizards, 2 with the Clippers, 1 with the Jazz, 1 with the Thunder, 1 with the Nets, and 3 with the Nuggets. Is he currently playing anywhere? In 16-17, he played for the Brooklyn Nets. Where does he play now? Do we know? Does he play now? Ay. I'm thinking maybe he's retired. Is he retired? In which case, if that is the deal, let me go to Why is my camera all weird now? Because I hit, oh, basketball, stupid basketball, hit it. That's why. All right, so I can't see anything about Randy Foye currently playing anywhere, but I am going to try to get to NBA.com and see if we can determine, just to make certain, because if he were playing somewhere, of course it would go to that team, and if he is not playing anywhere, then it's going to go to the team he played for the longest. So let's just see if I can't locate that little info. I'll bring you along with me if we can. Oh, that's just an article. That's not what we want to do. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, guys. I know this is dreadful. This part's not fun. He doesn't come up, so, maybe I've got to put him in by his first name. No? How are you supposed to find players in this dumb thing? This is killing me. Okay, you know what? We'll go back to Randy Foye here in a minute. I think last season may have been his final season, but I need to get his stats. If I can find him somewhere in historical players on NBA's website, which of course they're not going to let me do. NBA. All right, let me see here. We're going to go to basketballreference.com. That should show his stats and answer our question, and just double check the length of service for each of the teams that I read off earlier. Make sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary there. So yeah, there's 3 for the Timberwolves, 1 for the Wizards, 2 Clippers. That only shows, oh, there's the 3rd Denver down there. Whoops. So there are 3 Denvers. There's, well, no, I don't want that. So there are 3 Denvers and there are 3 Timberwolves. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to random.org, and it's going to be between those 2 teams, okay? So the T-Wolves and the Nuggets, because he had 3 seasons with each, and he doesn't currently play anywhere. I'm going to hit random 3 times. First 2 don't count. So the 3rd one tells the story. 2nd one you can also ignore. Here's our 3rd and final. So that comes up 3 times, and for the Timberwolves, okay? So the signed Randy Foye basketball from this break goes to the T-Wolves. And then, of course, our jersey was Jeremy Lin for the Rockets. And then our photograph was the Greek Freak, Giannis, for the Bucks. So finally, at last, we are out of that basketball mess, right? And that's going to bring us into a little football. If you happen to miss it earlier, once again, there's your anticipated shipping date. Thursday is how I have the next 2 scheduled. That is for Limited and Majestic. And if I can get them out to you faster than that, I will. And either of these 2 breaks, if it happens that you don't pull something, your consolation card or cards will ship with the rest of the break, since this is a paid shipping break. Now, once again, we had the question come up about the unsold teams. So the ones that weren't picked up in Second Chance, the Texans in Majestic, they originally sold for $21.50. The 49ers in Limited originally sold for $5.50. I know someone wants the Limited break. So that would be, Bobby, what is your username on eBay? Yeah, I remembered that you wanted them. I just need to know what your eBay username is. If you can type it there into chat, I'm going to plug it in. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that on both of those, Bobby. So I'm going to put you in here, and what I will do is send you an invoice for both of these teams, but rather than continue to hold the break up, since it's been kind of chaotic already tonight, rather than continuing to hold the break up, I will send you that invoice after the fact. I know you've bid with me plenty before, so I think we should be okay there. I'll just send it directly to your PayPal account, okay? Or if you want to send it now, yeah, if you've got my email info, you can send it on right now for the 2. That's fine. All right, guys, so this is 5 boxes of 2013 Limited Football. This is a 1/3 case break. It is break number 4. It ended tonight, the 21st, which feels like a Friday the 13th, but it's actually Monday the 21st. And you see a couple of teams in there that are noted as second chance teams. Once again, we had the wonderful bidder who decided not to pay for some of his stuff. So that is the genesis of all of the things that are going on tonight, it seems like. But that's all right, because we're going to find some good hits. We're going to make up for it. I just a little out of my rhythm because we got started late and not everything is set up the way it would normally be. You know, the kind of stuff that happens when you have a bunch of unexpected things roll in right before the break starts. Well, come on out of there, friend. Oh, Kobe. No, we actually, Timeless Treasures was the easy one. We got stuck on that stupid Randy Foye basketball in out of the 3-peat box. But yes, we did finally get that wrapped up. It was equal lengths of service between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. So I went to Random for that, and Random gave us the Timberwolves. So that's how the basketball was awarded out of that. And I was just trying to make sure he wasn't still playing somewhere, because otherwise, of course, it would have gone to his current team. So I used to always just do that stuff off camera later after the fact. And then I had somebody just lose his mind over that once upon a time. So, yeah, so now I tend to sit and work them out during the live break, which is really kind of a dreadful sort of scenario, because it can grind things to a halt there for a minute, but we're back rolling now, so life is good. And we're going to find some nice stuff, hopefully. And I appreciate you guys being patient with it tonight. I know it's not quite as seamless as some nights are. I did see a redemption already in here. And guys, when we pull redemptions, they are going to be expired from products this old. But do go ahead and put it in your Panini account when you get it. And if they still have it, typically going to show up within a couple months. If it hasn't shown up by then, they probably don't still have it. That is numbered to 49, Deion Sanders for the Cowboys. And the next up is Frank Gore to 399 for the 49ers. And if it is that they don't still have it, track down a live person. Use social media to track down an actual Panini employee. And once you do that, they will work with you to find a replacement card for whatever they don't have anymore from those expired redemptions. Okay, Bobby, yeah, I will do that then. I will just generate an invoice for you after the break tonight. Jake Plummer for the Broncos, and that, of course, you've got a little relic in the cutout 16, and then the sticker auto as well. And we're going to follow that up with a second Bronco, Monty Ball relic. Here comes our redemption. We will go to the checklist, of course, at the end of the break and verify it. Well, it's Monty Ball. We just saw him as a Bronco, so we know he's going to be a Bronco. But nonetheless, we'll go in there and check it out after the break, find out what it's going to be numbered to and all that kind of stuff. John Elway to, what does that say? 349 for the Broncos. Matt Stafford to 399 for the Lions. Patrick Peterson to 399 for the Arizona Cardinals. Juwan Jamison. This one is to 299 for the Redskins. And here comes Robert Woods, numbered to 25. Your relics are actually, once again, in the cutout letters down there at the bottom. But you did manage to get 3 colors in there on that one. So nice for the Bills with 3-color Robert Woods relic. That is followed up with Quentin Patton relic to 99 for the 49ers. Here it is, baby. Woohoo, Steelers. Get it. There is Mr. Le'Veon Bell, numbered to 49. Looks like your patch is part of a number. Could, I guess, be part of a letter, but probably part of a number. And your sticker auto there, numbered to 49 with the little Le'Veon rookie card. And my Pittsburgh Steelers are hitting it tonight. Like it. Little imperfection I notice up there in the upper left corner in particular. I mean, most of you guys know these will have minor edge and corner wear right out of the pack quite often. Edgerrin James to 349 for the Colts. Chris Johnson to 399 Titans. Jermaine Gresham, 399 Bengals. A little Travis Kelce rookie for the Kansas City Chiefs to 299. For the Buffalo Bills, we have Jeff Toole to 299. Teo for the Chargers to 199 on your relic there for Manti. Another redemption, Stedman Bailey, which I believe is going to be the Rams. But once again, we will head to the checklist and check that one out as well at the end of the break. And then we have Alan Bonner to 299 for the Texans. Jeremy Curley. That one is to 25 for the Jets. Fred Davis to 399 for the Redskins. Hey, Stang Lover. I said, he says he hasn't seen a PayPal email in 3 years. Or no, he didn't say 3 years. I'm looking at this as 349 in over a year, he said. Barry Sanders, 349 for the Lions. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it showed up on there, right? Like, I thought it showed up when you got the invoice with the PayPal stuff on there, but it might not anymore since eBay and PayPal are separate companies. It might not. Numbered to 99, the Vikings hit with Cordero Patterson. And then we have some limited threads for the Eagles. Numbered to 99 with Deshaun Jackson. Oh, Steelers are crushing it. Yes, you are crushing it. Because look what you have right now. Oh, Jack Ham. Well, if you're a Steelers fan, you're crushing it. If you're buying it to resell, I don't know. Jack Ham's probably still maybe $30 or something. But if you're a collector, that is nice. Jack Ham to 49 for the Steelers, who already have the nice Le'Veon Bell. But hey, let's keep adding to your pile, Steelers. Here's Marcus Wheaton to 199. So Pittsburgh is doing pretty well in this break. Of course, they usually do in 2013 stuff, I guess. They had a decent rookie. Well, okay. Yeah, well, it was a decent rookie class. Drew Brees on the insert for the Saints. That was numbered to 49. Here comes Doug Martin to 399 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another Ahmad Bradshaw. We saw one of these earlier, and this is a second one, numbered to 399 for the Colts. Justin Brown for the Pittsburgh Steelers to 299. Oh, look at this. Oh, so nice. So nice. Our Pen Pals card We have Le'Veon Bell. These are all on card, guys, for the Steelers. Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals. And Monty Ball for the Broncos. And on the back, because we're not done, Eddie Lacy for the Packers. Marcus Lattimore for the 49ers. And Joseph Randall for the Cowboys. So how sweet is that little hit? Yeah, pretty sweet. So here's what's going to happen with this, guys. We're going to have to go to the spreadsheet in a minute. We'll take a look at who has what teams. We've got 6 players on there, so somebody would have to own 4 of the 6 teams to take that card outright. This is numbered to 99, Vernon Davis for the 49ers. If no one owns 4 of the 6 teams, then we will once again enter the teams into random and hit random 3 times. The first 2 wouldn't count. The third will tell us where it's going to go. Gavin Escobar for the Cowboys, numbered to 299. Oh, yeah, Bobby, right. Yeah, the back of it is awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't look over at chat for a minute, and you said you had this exact card and you sold it. Oh, well, man, what'd you sell it for? That's a nice little card. Okay, so we're going to need to go check it out on the spreadsheet. So we're looking for Steelers, Bengals, Broncos, Packers, Niners, Cowboys. And if someone owns 4 of the 6, they'll take it outright. If no one owns 4 of the 6 teams, once again, it will go into random. They will go in the order that I just read off. It will go top to bottom, front of the card, then top to bottom, back of the card. Okay, so our Pittsburgh Steelers, that is Logic Boy. Cincinnati Bengals, C.A. Heiser. Our Denver Broncos, Offshore Drill. Our Green Bay Packers, 66 Packer 15 2012. Our 49ers, that's Bobby, of course. He picked that up a while ago. And then our Dallas Cowboys, Dish Mike 44. So, you know what that means. They've all got their own team owner. So everybody, no, not even anybody with 2 teams. So we're definitely heading off to random. I got to get myself on this page as well. And let's get everything typed in here. That isn't, hey, Bobby, did I ask you this already? What did you get for that card, man, when you sold it? I would think with Le'Veon being on there and it being an on-card auto and you got Eddie Lacy, I mean, it's a nice card. I would think you did okay with it. But tell the class. Well, I guess you don't have to. You don't have to. If you don't want to share, you don't have to, man. I'm just being nosy because I haven't seen it sell before myself. Okay, so our 6 teams are typed in there. And what will happen next? Once again, I'm going to hit random 3 times. The first 2 do not count. The third one will tell us where it's going to go. So ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And it comes up as the Packers. So the Eddie Lacy Packers position takes home this beautiful little Pen Pals Rookies card. And I'm going to go ahead and get this in something so I can write on it to mark that it is the Packers, so I do not have to go back and look at that later. Now we've got what's happening here. Two different redemptions. So we're going to go look these up. This is Stedman Bailey Rookie Jumbo RC Logo Signature, card number 33. And then Monty Ball Material Phenoms Rookie Card 229. So again, that should be the Broncos and the Rams, but we'll at least go over here and find out what they're going to be numbered to and all that kind of stuff. So let's pull up our checklist on the Panini website and see what we can find out about this. I know it's a lot of drop downs, but it is nice that they have it all on right there where we can access it easily. So Material Phenoms RC is what we're looking for first. Card number 229, Monty Ball. Where are you, Monty? So yeah, Broncos and to 299. So I'm going to write that on here, and then we're going to bring up the next one, which is our Stedman Bailey. And the card set there is the Rookie Jumbo RC logo signatures. RC, there we go. Card number 33, Stedman Bailey, Rams to 99. We'll recap this, and then we'll be rolling into Majestic as soon as we finish the recap of 2013 Limited. So, a redemption for the Rams to 99. Oh, Jamie, I just now saw you in chat. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're still on here, though, and you'll be able to see the recap in case you missed some of these. The Broncos to 299. Once again, this is the 2013 Limited break. Majestic coming up next. Gavin Escobar for the Dallas Cowboys. For the 49ers, Vernon Davis. I don't know why I have that stacked over there. Sweet little hit for the Steelers, Marcus Wheaton. But that's not the best hit for the Steelers. A sweet little hit for the Steelers with Jack Ham. But we're still not to the best hit for the Steelers. Deshaun Jackson for the Eagles. Cordero Patterson for the Vikings. Manti Te'o, Chargers. For the Buffalo Bills, we have Jeff Toole. Here it is, Le'Veon Bell, rookie to 49 for the Steelers. Very nice. For the 49ers, Quentin Patton. For the Bills, Robert Woods. For the Broncos, Monty Ball. And for the Broncos, Jake Plummer. And then our sweet little Pen Pals 6 signature card, all on card, went to the Eddie Lacy position in the Green Bay Packers using random.org. So that is 2013 Limited all finished up. That's actually the last of our case as well. And if we open a case of this again, I might be inclined to just do the full case all at once. Because I don't know. I didn't want to... I would have rather split it in half and done, half and half. But they made it a 15-box case, which makes that rather impossible. You can't really do a half a box there, now can you? All right. You know what I just realized? Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, this has been the worst day. This has been a Monday. Okay, I looked at the wrong teams. We were looking at Majestic. I needed to be looking at Limited. So let's go back and make sure that nobody had 4 of the 6 on Limited. The Steelers was Logic Boy. Somewhere or another I switched C.A. Heiser. No, I didn't. Offshore Drill. Okay, we are right. For some reason, I thought a minute ago that I had gotten us off track, but I guess I didn't. I guess we're still okay, and I had just scrolled down. I'm sorry, guys. This has been a cluster tonight. I know it has been. That's what happens sometimes when the night goes off the rails trying to deal with all those unpaid teams, and it just kind of went downhill from there. So sorry. Once again, our paid shipping breaks tonight ship out on Thursday, most likely. If I can get it out quicker, I will. If you don't pull a card in Majestic, your consolation card or cards will ship out with your rest of your break, since this is a paid shipping break. So this is 6 boxes of 2018 Majestic Football. It is a full case break. It is break number 3. It ended tonight, May the 21st. We're breaking it and live streaming it tonight, Monday the 21st as well. Second chance offer in there for a team that the original bidder did not pay for. I will invoice you for that. And we had another second chance team in here, and that would be down here with the Redskins and Staying Lover, who was kind enough to pick that up for me once again, where the Original bidder decided not to pay for anything he bought. And, you know, and then they don't even send any kind of a message, right? Like, they don't even send anything that says, hey, I bid on these by accident, or my dog stepped on my keyboard, or, you know, whatever. I mean, don't even, like, have the courtesy to make up a good lie. Instead, they just bid on a whole bunch of teams and sent cancellation notice for all of them with not even so much as a word. It's just crazy, isn't it? But it certainly isn't the first time, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time. So Majestic, we've opened this a few times already. They have, actually, we'll do this a box at a time. They have 2 packs per box, 4 cards per pack. It's a hit-heavy product, as you know, and there's a potential in here to pull out all kinds of awesomeness. Our other breaks that we've done of this, we have been fortunate enough to pull out some NFL shields and some really nice-looking cards. And I would imagine that we're going to have similar luck tonight. So our base card first out here is DeAndre Hopkins for the Texans. It is numbered 275. First hit out for the Broncos. That is numbered 249 with our nice little Warriors insert and relic. Joe Theismann. Always love Joe Theismann for the Redskins. And it's signed. Yeah. Now, Staying Lover, you're feeling happy, aren't you? And it's numbered to 10. So how sweet is that? You have the relic, you have the signature, nice low number, and is that player worn? It doesn't say game worn, it says player worn, but still. James Washington, he is a Pittsburgh Steeler. That is numbered to 99 on his rookie card. And some of our rookies, guys, I'll tell you up front, some of them I'm going to remember where they were drafted or where they have signed as a free agent. Some of them I will not remember off the top of my head. If I don't remember it off the top of my head, not to worry. Of course, I will look it up and verify it before it ships out the door. Jason Witten to 50 for the Cowboys. Amari Cooper for the Raiders, that is numbered to 49. That is a nice looking card. You've got a couple of pieces of jersey there and a piece of the football as well. Here's Vita Vea, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I do believe, numbered to 299. And next out, we have Don Maynard for the Jets, numbered to 10. With our nice little marvelous card set here. These sometimes don't show up really well on the camera just because of for whatever reason, it doesn't always read that black really well. I don't know what the cause of that is, but I try to show it tilted a little bit at a different angle when it does that, and hopefully you can see it fairly well by the time we move it around a little. Ed, or I don't know why I called you Ed. You're in there as Edward. You probably prefer to be called Edward, so sorry about that. Edward is looking for Dan Marino. And Jamie is asking if there were any Patriots hits in 2013 limited. There were not any hits that I remember. Now, base cards, I could not tell you for sure. If there were, of course, all the bases numbered in limited, so some people consider those hits, some don't. I could not tell you on the numbered base cards if there were any or not. Stephon Diggs to 75 for the Vikings. I don't remember any offhand being in there, Jamie, but that is not to say that there weren't some. But as far as an autograph or a relic, I don't believe that there were. Adam Jones for the Bengals to 49. Here is Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah is to 199. And did he go to the Dolphins? Let me see. I think I wrote him down. Yeah, he's Dolphins. And then Luke Falk. There's a nice little QB hit, numbered to 99, with a decent little relic there as well. And Luke Falk went to the Titans, I believe. Hey, Jim, I didn't know you were in here tonight. You've got the Giants then, looking for your Saquon Barkley. Let's hope we can find it for you. Devontae Parker to 25 for the Dolphins. For the Eagles, Carson Wentz. Nice looking card as well, numbered to 99. I just like that card design when they show 3 images of the player, each image a little different with the relic. Mike Gesicki is to 199. He is also a Dolphin, if memory serves. So I believe we've had a couple of nice little hits here for the Dolphins. Mason Rudolph, James Washington, Marcel Aitman. So guess what? 2 of the 3 of those are Pittsburgh Steelers. So that means that the Pittsburgh Steelers position owns 51% or more of the card because they own 2 of the 3 players on here. So that by default goes to the Steelers. It is numbered to 25. And of course we've got Classics coming up on Wednesday. That's always a little bit, it's a longer break because there's a lot of base in it, but it's usually pretty fun. And each 10-box case, I believe I'm correct on this, that each 10-box case is going to have a buyback card in it this year too. Last year, I want to say it was one in every 10 or was it 1 in every 2 cases? I can't remember last year if it was 1 per 10 or 1 per 20 master. Joe Flacco to 75 for the Ravens. But this year I believe it is 1 per 10. So should be fun. Jarvis Landry for the Dolphins, numbered to 49. Derwin James. Derwin is numbered to 99. And why don't I remember where Derwin James went? Let me see if I have that written down. I might have. Some of the ones I can't remember, I try to write them down to remind me. The Chargers. Okay, Derwin James is a Charger. I gotta try to... It's easier once you see them in the uniform. It's really much easier to remember them than just trying to recall them all off the top of my head. Mark Andrews to 49, and I know that I don't know that off the top of my head. Ravens. Mark Andrews is a Raven. Oh, Stang Lover, I see. There's a delay in chat. I see you've got Chargers up there now. I'm assuming you are referring to the last one, not to the most recent, not to the Mark Andrews, because he's a Raven, I believe. To 50, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Next up, a little Alvin Kamara to 49 for the Saints. Danny Woodhead coming out, another hit for the Ravens. And Danny Woodhead is numbered to 25 with the relic and signature. And a redemption, which we will keep turned over until the very end of the break in case we get another one. And we'll flip them all over and look at them all at once. Gives us something to look forward to. Gives you that kind of last little bit of hope, right? If you haven't pulled something by the time we get to the end of the break, you think, hey, but there's still a redemption that could be mine. At least that's how I think of it. Pat Mahomes to 75, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 250, Matt Stafford and the Lions. Tyreek Hill, Kansas City Chiefs to 99. Edgerrin James for the Colts to 49. Riley Ferguson. Riley is numbered to 299. He was originally undrafted. And I'm sure he's probably signed a rookie camp deal or a free agent deal in the interim. And so whoever he has currently signed with is where he will go. But I am going to set him aside up there just to make sure that I double check that. Because if he were to be completely undrafted, we would give him out, and hasn't signed with anybody in the interim, we would give him out using random. So I'll check that out in a little bit. Tremaine Edmonds for the Buffalo Bills. That is numbered to 299. Remember, both Tremaine and Terrell went in the draft, but that one was Tremaine. Justin Jackson to 199. And I'm going to have to look him up. I can never remember Justin Jackson for some reason. Justin Jackson is also a Charger. What is that? I can't remember any of the Chargers players. That's kind of weird, but yet that seems to be what's happening. For the Dolphins, Ricky Williams, numbered to 25, with a nice little royal insert, and of course the cool on-card gold signature that we've all come to love. I mean, this set is really very similar to black gold that, of course, they did away with after 2016, and we had Majestic last year for the first time, and last year it was a higher price point and a slightly different configuration. I think I prefer this year's configuration. Seems like we've pulled better stuff out this year anyway. Maybe just because I didn't open as much last year, but that's how it seems. Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. Our base card out of the second pack is Brandon Cooks for the Patriots to 25. For the Seahawks, a Showstoppers, Bobby Wagner, numbered to 25. For the Broncos, we have Terrell Davis to 49. Dallas Goedert. Dallas is a Philadelphia Eagle, I believe. That is to 299. Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is numbered to 10. It's a very nice low number and a nice looking patch there. And of course, Nick Chubb is, I believe, the Browns, right? Bradley Chubb, the Broncos. Nick Chubb, the Browns. Marcel Aitman. Marcel is numbered to 299. Should be, I believe, an Oakland Raider. Riley Ferguson and Anthony Miller, dual signed to 25. Riley Ferguson was originally undrafted, so he's another one we'll have to see who he's signed with in the meantime. Anthony Miller was a Bear, so we're going to set that aside as well for two reasons. One, it will have to go to random unless Riley there signed a free agent or off mini camp deal or something with the same team, but if not, that's what will happen with that. I believe I just saw another redemption on the bottom of this stack as well, so we're going to have a couple of redemptions to look at. Eric Berry and the Chiefs to 25. Eric Berry and the Chiefs again out of both packs. That one is to 75 though. For the Eagles, Carson Wentz once again coming out with a nice triple relic numbered to 99. Keenan Allen and the Chargers /99. Malik Jefferson /299. I've got to look that one up. Malik Jefferson is a Bengal, Cincinnati Bengal. Harold Landry, is that a Dolphin? Maybe a Dolphin. I better look that up too. I'm pretty sure I have Harold written down. Oh, he's a Titan. Yep, whoops, sorry. Harold Landry is a Titan /299. See, it's a good thing I have him written down. And then J.T. Barrett was originally undrafted. I'm pretty sure signed a minicamp deal or a free agent deal, I believe, with the Saints, but we'll double check him as well. That is numbered /49. So we've got a couple of things to verify up there. And then we've got a few little redemptions to flip over and take a look at before we get to our recap. So our first redemption is Drew Brees. Nice. Magnificent signatures. So the Saints with Drew Brees. Nice hit. Our other redemption is Alvin Kamara, Royal signatures. So the Saints really just made their break right there when we flipped those two cards over. So before we go find out what those are numbered to, which we will do momentarily, let's deal with all of this right here. I want to make sure that I'm right on J.T. Barrett, who again I believe signed with the Saints. But give me a second. I'm going to look it up here and make sure that that is correct. I'm just waiting for it to load. Yes. So the J.T. Barrett, originally undrafted, later signed with the Saints, of course, then goes to the Saints. And here, Anthony Miller and Riley Ferguson. Anthony Miller is a Bear. Riley Ferguson was originally undrafted, and I need to see if he has signed with someone in the meantime. And if you're telling me this in chat, guys, right now I cannot see chat because I'm using the iPad to look this up. Okay, so it's saying that Riley is currently a free agent, so he's not signed with anyone. So since we did not have an undrafted spot in this break, I'm just going to go ahead and award this card to Anthony Miller and the Bears because Riley Ferguson is still a free agent unsigned. So that's going Anthony Miller and the Bears. And that means we have this Riley Ferguson that is still left over because, yeah, he hasn't signed with anyone. So this Riley Ferguson, I'm going to, we'll just use random, okay? We'll put all the teams in there and we will give it out using random. So that's how that's going to work. You are asking me, Michael, you're asking me to double check which thing you've got up there. Can I double check? Can I double check which thing are you asking me about? As I see, Michael Vanderwest has a question, but I'm not sure which one you're asking me to check on. So while I'm waiting for you to type that in, I'm going to roll us over here to back to the Panini website so we can look up our redemptions. And then if you just want to jump back in there and tell me which one you want me to double check, I will be happy to do that for you. All right, so our first redemption is the Magnificent Signatures. It is Drew Brees. We know that's a Saint, but let's find out what it's going to be numbered to. Card number 13. It's going to be numbered to 10. So that's a nice low number for the Saints. And then we're about to check still yet another redemption for the Saints. This one is Alvin Kamara, and it is Royal signatures. So let's see where we end up with that. Card number 21, Alvin Kamara, is going to be numbered to 49. So the Saints ending up with several nice pulls right there at the end of the break. You can't argue with that. So we're going to recap this. And let me see if I see what the other question is here. The last card. Are you talking about the Riley Ferguson, Michael? Can you just type in which player you're talking about so that I know for certain that we're kind of on the same page here, because there is a delay in chat, right, from when you guys type it in and when I see it. So that way, if you just let me know specifically which player, then I can make sure to double check for you. And if I can get us back in the right spot, good gracious, I just made a mess of that. All right, we are dealing right now with the single Riley Ferguson card. Now, the dual card did have a Bears player on there, Anthony Miller, so that was awarded to the Bears because Riley Ferguson is an unsigned player. So what I'm doing right now, been bringing you along with me. All 32 of our teams are in here. So I'm going to hit random just one single time. Whichever team comes out on top will be awarded this Riley Ferguson card because, once again, he's undrafted and has not signed a deal with anyone in the meantime. So, and that comes up as the Rams. So that is this card right here, headed to the Rams by way of random.org. And of course, you know this is in a sleeve. I would hope everyone would know I'm not writing on the back of a card, but you never know. As sure as I don't do that sometime, that's what'll happen. All right, so here's our undrafted, unsigned guy awarded to the Rams. Redemption, Drew Brees to 10 for the Saints. Redemption, Alvin Kamara to 49 for the Saints. This card awarded to the Anthony Miller position for the Bears because Riley Ferguson is not drafted and not signed. J.T. Barrett, of course, was the Saints. Derwin James. Jarvis Landry. Alvin Kamara. Saints ended up having a nice break. Mark Andrews. Terrell Davis. Harold Landry. This, again, 2 of the 3 players on here drafted by the Steelers. Mason Rudolph, James Washington, both drafted by the Steelers, which means they own 51% or more of the card, so that automatically goes Steelers. Then the Seahawks and Bobby Wagner. Followed by Malik Jefferson and Carson Wentz. Oh, Michael, you were talking about Riley Ferguson. Yeah, he is not, he has not been signed. He did not sign with anybody. He was undrafted, of course. He hasn't signed any minicamp, rookie, or free agent deals in the interim. Mike Gesicki. Minka Fitzpatrick. Keenan Allen. Adam Pac-Man Jones. Ricky Williams. It's a nice one for the Dolphins. Justin Jackson. Another Carson Wentz. Marcel Aitman. Luke Falk. For the Raiders, Amari Cooper. James Washington. The nice Joe Theismann to 10 for the Redskins. For the Broncos, Matt Paradis. The marvelous Maynard for the Jets. Vita Vea. Nick Chubb, who's a Brown. Vita Vea is a Buccaneer. Dallas Goedert. Tremaine Edmonds. Edgerrin James. Tyreek Hill. And then finally for the Ravens, Danny Woodhead. Oh, Michael, you got the car. You got that Riley Ferguson by way of random anyway. So, well, that worked out really well, man. See how that works out occasionally, right? Fate takes care of us. So, guys, that is it for tonight. Once again, thanks for joining me. I am sorry it wasn't the smoothest of processes tonight. I got a little off track and earlier, and so, yeah, sometimes when you're running right up against it and even starting a minute or two late, I don't know, somehow just throws my rhythm off. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging in there with me and sticking through it. We got it done eventually. And once again, in case someone missed it earlier, I will throw up spreadsheet info one final time here. If you are in one of the last two breaks, which is limited and majestic, and your team did not pull a card, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break ships. You don't have to wait for your next package to go out on that one. On our first two breaks for the night, which was the Timeless Treasures and the three-peat, if your team was not pulled in that, your consolation card will be sent with your next package. But if you would like it sent sooner, that's fine too. We can certainly work that out. You just drop me a line and let me know. Anticipating Saturday, maybe sooner for Timeless Treasures and three-peat. Anticipating Thursday and maybe sooner for Limited and Majestic. And our quick little run through here for the things coming up in the days ahead. Prime Signatures and Diamond Kings tomorrow night. Wednesday night, of course, 3 products releasing on Wednesday. We'll break them all as full cases. That's Tier 1, Dominion Basketball, and Classics Football. On Thursday, some autographed memorabilia of various types. More Tier 1, more Classics. On Friday, that's the day the Gold Rush Series 2 autographed mini helmets come out. We'll start breaking those that day. More Tier 1, more Dominion. That's also the day that Leaf Ultimate Draft Football comes out. We're going to break it by the full case, which will be a whopping 60 hits in there. It is all on-card autos, and it's all hits. There's no base in that product. And on Saturday, some more autographed memorabilia, more Prime Signatures, more Leaf Ultimate Draft, and more Classics Football. So that's what it looks like in the days ahead. And I guess that's it for me tonight. Once again, thanks. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good evening, and we will catch you the next time. Bye-bye.